Hi everyone! Thank you for joining us for another webinar in Simba's webinar series. My name is Hanne-Sophie Solhaug and I'm a part of Simba's marketing team. And we're just about ready to get started. We'll just wait a few more minutes for everyone to join us. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Thanks again for joining us today and welcome to the Cognos software and Simba XMLA Provider for Oracle OLAP webinar. As mentioned, my name is Hanne-Sophie Solhaug, and I have Kathy Dumas, Simba's Director of Program Management Analytics, with me here today. If you have any questions during the webinar, please feel free to submit them at any time, and we'll try to address all of them towards the end. Simba has been working closely with Oracle since 2007. To provide customers with powerful ad hoc query and analysis capabilities with their OLAP business intelligence data. We chose Oracle because of its great BI capabilities and wide deployment base. We have two products that connect to Oracle: Simba MDX Provider for Oracle OLAP and the Simba XMLA Provider for Oracle OLAP. These two standards-based products enable you to use the BI client of your choice to connect to Oracle OLAP. We are deepening our partnership with Oracle, and we're very excited to share with you the release of Simba XMLA Provider for Oracle OLAP 2.0. The new Simba XMLA for Oracle enables users to connect from BI clients that issue XMLA commands to an Oracle OLAP cube. It directly connects familiar BI applications such as SAP BusinessObjects Analysis, Microstrategy, and IBM Cognos to an Oracle OLAP cube. We have a lot of great new features in our 2.0 release, including Oracle 12c support, advanced filtering, improved administration experience, and more. Kathy has a really great demo for you coming up that will show you the Simba XMLA Provider for Oracle OLAP with Cognos software. Hi Kathy, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Hannah. I've just got a few more slides before I get started with the demo. And one of the things I want to show you is just the breadth of clients that you can use to connect to Simba's XMLA solution for Oracle. Hannah already mentioned these three, which is Cognos, BusinessObjects, and MicroStrategy. These are some of the ones that we've done a lot of testing with. But one of the big advantages of XMLA is that the choice of BI tool is yours. So here are some other XMLA clients. And for example, LogiXML is a good example of somebody that we worked with to get connectivity up and running actually pretty quickly, with that particular vendor. So these are just a sampling of the clients that you can use. Because XMLA is standards-based, it's different from a lot of other proprietary products on the market. So we're going to show you today how to work with Cognos. And why did we choose Cognos as our first demo for this product? One of the big reasons is because a lot of users already have it, right? If you look at Gartner's Magic Quadrant, which is like the gold standard for BI analysts, right? The average tenure for Cognos clients is 7 years, and they're very loyal. So if you've got Cognos and you want to leverage your existing investment by connecting it to Oracle OLAP, Simba's XMLA product is a good solution for that. And if you're looking for a BI client, if say you have Oracle OLAP and you're thinking, well, gee, what is the front end that I want to use, right? you can look at why other people are selecting Cognos as well, which is for functionality, ease of use, and data access and integration. So without further ado, let's show you what it can do. So a little while ago, I already built a dashboard up in Cognos, and I'm just showing you this dashboard today. For those of you that are familiar with Oracle, I'm using the OLAP train demo data set. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. But it just really helps to underscore the fact that we are using Oracle OLAP's capabilities with Cognos. So the takeaway here is you should be able to apply what you already know about Oracle OLAP and get some new insights from your data from Cognos. So that's what I really want to show today. It's just a few of Cognos's capabilities, taking advantage of the richness of OLAP functionality in Oracle. Okay, so this dashboard that I built up is actually pretty simple. What I've got here are a couple of crosstabs and a report put together. And I'll show you how to build those a little bit later. I just wanted to show you that you can work with these interactively once they're all set up. So the crosstabs are linked together. I can drill, and the drill, when I do it on one crosstab, affects the others as well, so that you could do this sort of interactive data filtering. Here I'm analyzing my sales and sales quantities across product lines. So let's just take a look at that loading. Now I can see the different sales quantities. And here's the different sales amounts over the various quarters, and I can compare and contrast them. You can always apply filters. So for example, I've filtered here by channel. You can always apply sorting. I had previously applied a sort. Once your drill changes, you have to change around your sort. But that's okay. You can sort and filter like in any other client. Another thing that Cognos does that I think is really great, you don't see this in a lot of tools, but it's useful, is commenting. So you can see here in this geospatial map, California's doing really great. And an anonymous commenter, if I had set this up differently, I would have my boss log in with his name so he could tell me that I'm doing a fantastic job in California on sales. But this makes your sales team feel great, right? If you could just give them real-time updates on the progress, or if they need work somewhere, try to keep the feedback positive. Anyway, this is one of the great capabilities about it. Now, as much as we all love desktop browsers for a dashboard experience, we're not at our desks anymore, right? More and more people are bringing their mobile devices to work. In Cognos 10.1, which is what I'm demonstrating to you today, Cognos made a big investment in mobile. So what you can do, once you've got a dashboard, you can go to iTunes and get the IBM Cognos mobile application. And once you've got that, your dashboards that I just created can come with you wherever you go. And you can see that kind of real-time sales information and keep everything up to date there. So those are some of the basic capabilities of Cognos working against our Oracle OLAP solution. So now you might ask, well, Kathy, how do you do it, right? How do the two things connect together? And here, I'll just show you this now. This is my mid-tier server. Okay, it's running, you can see here, this is JBoss Application Server 7.1. So it's a simple web service application. I've opened up my administrative console, and here you can see there's just this WAR file. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Java, but this is just a little web service application that you go and deploy. So it just exposes a couple of web service methods out there, and it just runs on JBoss. To actually connect to Oracle, what we've done is we've installed our Oracle Instant Client, which is the ODBC drivers, on this machine. And this is the only machine, by the way, that you have to install the ODBC drivers on. So the way that the connectivity works is that connections come in through the web service, and the web service issues SQL commands over the ODBC interface to Oracle, and then we get the data back. Computations are done by the MDX engine on this particular server. And so that's great, but you might wonder, how does Cognos know how to talk to this mid-tier server, right? How does that fit into the architecture? So let's look quickly back at Cognos. And the way that you do it is you set up a data source inside of Cognos. So if I go and I configure my Cognos server, you can see here that I've got this Cognos webinar data source. And this Cognos webinar data source, all it does is it connects to the URL of the web service application that I just showed you. And once it can connect to the URL, it can issue all of the XMLA commands that you'd expect. So just to reinforce this, I'm going to show you the architecture slide here to show how those bits and pieces I showed you fit in. Okay, the XMLA provider in the middle here, that was that JBoss application server that I showed you. And that had Simba's XMLA provider installed on there. The clients, so here we're talking about Cognos, connect using a URL. And that's what I showed you in Cognos's administrative interface. Simba's XMLA provider connects to Oracle using those drivers that I showed you. So those are the ODBC drivers that are installed on the mid-tier application. So it is a very simple architecture. There's nothing installed on the clients here. All I had was a web browser that connected to Simba's XMLA provider using a URL. And then Simba's XMLA provider did all of the rest. So now let's take a little deeper look into the analytics capabilities, just to show that, I didn't show you the cubes, dimensions, measure groups, all that. I'll show you how you work with this with Cognos right now. So I'm back here at my welcome screen, and I'm going to show you two different kinds of analysis today. First is the traditional cross-tab analysis. So this is similar to building up a pivot table in Excel and building up pivot charts. And that is to create those stacked bar graphs I showed you earlier. The second is to show the operational reporting solutions here. These offer different visualizations and different capabilities, so emailing links and alerting and that kind of thing. So both of these are necessary. Let's see how they both work with Oracle OLAP. We'll start with crosstabs. Those of you that are familiar with Cognos know that you have to deploy a package using the Cognos Framework Manager before you can start working with these types of analysis. So I did that previously. I've got my webinar package, which is using that data source that was pre-configured. And now you can see something that looks a lot like a cube. So here are my dimensions. If I load this up, here are my hierarchies with the individual members that I can see here. And here are my measures. So we can analyze sales by region, for example, for a number of different years over time. So here's sales. I just drag and drop. And then I could put my calendar here. Here's my time. And here's my region. And I get a bunch of values. And of course, it's like any other crosstab client. If I don't like the way it's arranged, I can switch them back and forth. If I want to drill in and see what's contributing to a value, I just click to drill. If I want to get out of my drill, I can just adjust the filters on any of these, right? So I use my rows and columns drop downs. I can do a lot of other capabilities that you would expect from other BI clients. So for example, there's sorting capabilities, there's automatic summarization capabilities, I can show subtotals, I can add calculations, all of these different features in my crosstab. One thing that I'll show you here is, of course, you can add charts. There's a number of different visualizations available here. Today we'll just look at a pie chart to see how each region contributes to sales. And this shows me how Asia is one of our biggest sellers, and that the proportion of sales in Asia stays stable over time. So this is the sort of analysis that I could do with a crosstab. Of course, I could drill through here, save this, integrate it into my dashboard. Now let's take a look at the analytic reporting capabilities. So some of this authoring business reports, there's a few basic ones here. The maps are advanced, so we'll go here. Again, I refer to my package. Now some people say that the reporting application is easier to use than the crosstab. So you can see I get a very user-friendly splash screen. Pick my map analysis, go down here. Now let's just focus our analysis on North America. And here we go. So if you remember what I showed you before, I showed you analysis of sales information by each individual state and province. So the way it works here is you just drill down in your geography dimension to the level that you want to analyze. So we're going to color in our states and provinces. And we're going to analyze by sales. Now, like every good BI client, it's got a little magic trick just in case you don't have all the geographic information available. So I'm going to set a little hidden property down here. Yes. And then we'll run it. And it's that simple to get our geospatial information up and running with Cognos. And again, you could take this report, save it, and then put it into your dashboard. So that's about it. There's lots of other great features in Cognos, but I'm not going to have time to get into them today. But I hope you got a good idea about how you can use all of Oracle OLAP's built-in queue building capabilities in this client to get the most out of your investment in Cognos. One last thing before I go, I just have one more slide. And I want to talk to you a little bit about Excel. We haven't forgotten about Excel. I mean, you get excited about new clients, but there are 500 million users of Excel out there in the world. At least this is the figure that's been quoted to me. So Excel connectivity is going to continue to be critical, and it's very important to us here at Simba. Simba's XMLA Provider for Oracle OLAP is not intended to get rid of Excel connectivity by any means. In fact, it gives you more choice in how you connect to Excel. One way you can do it is you can connect to Simba's XMLA Provider using another Simba product called Simba O2X. Simba O2X is great because you don't need to install any weird Oracle software on the client desktop. It's just one provider. You connect with a URL and you go and you get all the way through to the Oracle server, and you only ever install Oracle drivers in one place on the mid-tier. However, if you have Simba's MDX Provider for Oracle OLAP, you can continue to connect this way to the Oracle Cube without going through and installing and managing a mid-tier server. The choice is yours. There are two options for connectivity. So this is all the slides I have for today. I'm just going to hand it back to Hannah to do the Q&A.
Thanks, Kathy. That was a really great demo. If you'd like to learn more, the Simba XMLA for Oracle will be available as of tomorrow, December 14th. A free evaluation will be available on Simba's website. So we have some time left, and we can address some of the questions that have been submitted now. Let me start with one question here. Someone's wondering, how can we get this product? Kathy?
Thanks, Hannah. It's actually really easy to get started with this product. We have a cloud-based evaluation solution that enables you to connect from whatever client that you have on your premise to our hosted XMLA solution. So you could take a look at our OLAP trained data and play with it from the comfort of your own office without installing anything at all, which is great. Once you're ready to proceed with the evaluation, we will work with you or your system integrator or another partner in our channel to get you up and running with our evaluation software so that you can see your own data running live there. And then we'll go ahead and talk you through the purchase process that way.
Okay, and what are the system's requirements?
So you already have to have on your premise Oracle OLAP 11G or later. And we'd also like for you to have a client application in mind. So in this case, you have to have Cognos installed somewhere. To get Simba's XMLA solution up and running, all you need to do is to have a mid-tier server. To start with, we're doing Windows Server 2008 R2 SP1 or Windows Server 2012. We will be bringing Linux online probably in the first quarter of next year. So start with a piece of server software. You install JBoss 7.1.1 on it. You install Oracle's ODBC drivers on that piece of software, and then you're ready to go.
Thanks, Kathy. We have time for one more question. How do the analytics capabilities compare to what I can do with the MDX provider for Oracle OLAP?
That's a great question, and I'm going to share with you a little secret about our code to help answer it. As we've been working, we have a code layer that goes and takes the metadata from MDX queries and translates that into something that Oracle can understand. And this little piece of code there is actually shared between Simba's MDX provider and Simba's XMLA for Oracle solution. So that means there is absolutely no difference in analytics capabilities. All of the Oracle OLAP functionality supported in Simba's MDX provider for Oracle OLAP is supported in Simba's XMLA provider for Oracle OLAP. The only difference is in the choice of clients that you use to connect. So you use the MDX provider for ODBO clients and the XMLA provider for XMLA clients. There's no difference in analytics. The choice is yours.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time. If we didn't get around to your question, we'll try to follow up with you directly after the webinar. Thank you very much for attending our webinar today. We hope you're as excited about this new offering as we are. Please check out our website at simba.com/Oracle if you'd like some more information about Simba's solutions for Oracle OLAP. You can also give us a call at 604-633-0008 extension 2 or email us at solutions@simba.com. Thanks again, and happy holidays!